All right, we have Femi joining us now to bring us up to speed with some of the ideas and some of the concepts that came out of this report. Femi, it's good to have you join us right now. Can you run us through some of the ideas that were put forth as the reasons for citizens' confidence that were shaken at the last election?
Yes, Mike, indeed. The major thing they say is the postponement of the election. You remember it was abrupt. No one knew if the election would take place. It was about 5 hours to election day in the midnight. That was when that news broke that elections will no longer take place. And this dashed the hopes of so many people. You know that events leading to that election raised so many people's hope. There was an anticipation of high participation of citizens, of eligible voters in that election. But that abrupt cancellation or postponement of the election really shook the confidence of people in the electoral process. Also, there was not a good channel of communication between INEC, political parties, and the voters. This created room for so many insinuations. There was a rise in fake news. There were so many inflammatory comments made by politicians and political parties, and even the media. You know, the National Broadcasting Corporation even had to come down hard on some media organizations that allowed their medium to be used to propagate fake news and also some kind of hate speech and inflammatory comments leading up to that time. Another issue was the electoral violence, events leading to the election during campaigns. Most campaigns in some areas ended up in violence, and in some areas also there was that issue of money votes. Money played a very important role in all of this. Voters were not allowed to choose their choice freely. Money was used to induce them to influence their choice. And these are some of the issues now that have become gray areas that appears to be like a sharp departure from some of the successes recorded in the 2015 elections. INEC also admits this, understands this, and has said that in July there is going to be a national conversation towards the conduct of a credible election. INEC understands that our electoral process is not where it should be, and there is that need to take it a step higher. Of course, what we recorded in 2019.
All right, Femi, let me ask you.
Election observers.
Let me interrupt you a little, Femi. Thank you very much. We can't forget the idea and the issue of vote buying at this time just yet. But as it is right now, what were some of the recommendations by some of the institutes that were part of the report that was put forth?
Yes, they asked for a better, one of their recommendations was for a better election administration, and that would mean an improvement in the continuous voter registration system. It's not just during elections, maybe some months for elections, that INEC will open up the register. They want it to be continuous, and even the issue of the permanent voter cards, that they need a system where the permanent voter cards will be issued immediately. An eligible voter goes to register to vote, or goes to register during the continuous voter registration, that the PVCs should be issued immediately. And also, the laws should be strengthened. Technology should be introduced to create transparency in the collation and transmission of results. You know, this has...
Femi, I'm afraid we have to leave you here now. Thank you very much for letting us know, bringing us up to speed with all of that.